My name is Sawyer Albert, and this is Bubba the Redneck Reindeer. Most people don't know that Santa has a whole herd of reindeer. Not all of them fly. Danny and Fanny pull the sleigh that takes the young elves to school. The Clauses ride Barney and Ralph into town. Harry and Larry are the backup flyers in case one of the flying reindeer is on vacation. Lots of Santa's reindeer are the children and grandchildren of Comet, Cupid, Donner, Blitzen, and the rest. And sometimes a newcomer wanders up to the North Pole for one reason or another. That's how Bubba the Redneck Reindeer came to Santa. He worked his way from one mechanic job to another, and the next thing he knew, he was at the North Pole. "We don't have any work right now," said Chief Elf Max. Bubba said, "Just let me stay the night. I'll earn my supper. I'm good at fixing things." The other reindeer snickered. Bubba was dressed in worn-out overalls. He had no experience pulling a sleigh, and he certainly didn't know how to fly. Bubba was a good worker, though. He mended harnesses and replaced some boards on the barn. "Hey," he greeted to the other reindeer, who laughed. "Hay is for horses," joked Blitzen. When he got a break, Bubba played his guitar. The little reindeer liked this, but they were shooed away by their parents. "That guy's weird," said Dobie, Donner's son. "Yeah, he's dumb," said Blitzen's son, Beauregard. "You are the ones who are dumb," said a young reindeer named Trixie. "All you deer can do is pull things around. Can't you see Bubba has many talents?" "Like what, holding up an old pair of overalls?" sneered Dobby. "Let's go sharpen our antlers. We don't need your help, Bubba. Why don't you take a hint and get out of here?" Bubba knew when he wasn't wanted. As the other reindeer charred away, he began to pack his things. He figured he'd sleep in the back of a barn and leave first thing in the morning. Only Trixie saw the tear that trickled out of his eye. The next day was Christmas Eve. The sleigh was loaded with more toys than ever, and Santa gave the order to take off. The reindeer pulled and strained, but the sleigh wouldn't budge. Max, the chief elf, looked underneath. "Something doesn't look right," he sighed. No one knew what to do, but Trixie had an idea. She galloped away to catch up with Bubba, trudging down the snowy road with a pack on his back. "Come quick," she told him. "Please, Bubba, it's for the children. And me." She gave him a little kiss. Bubba blushed, but he went back with Trixie. "How often do you maintain this rig?" he asked Santa, who looked embarrassed. He squeezed under the sleigh and looked around. Then his head popped out. "All you need is a bigger flywheel," he said. With that, Bubba set to work, and in no time the sleigh was ready to go. Everyone cheered. "Bubba, how'd you like a job of taking care of the fleet?" Santa said. "Maybe you could even give me a few driving tips." Bubba smiled. "I did do a little stock car racing," he said shyly. Santa showed Bubba to the driver's seat. "You take the wheel tonight, Bubba. We'll get these presents delivered before you can say NASCAR." So Bubba and Santa strapped on their seatbelts and took off. Trixie blew a kiss as they sailed away, and everyone at the North Pole could hear Bubba hollering, "Woo-wee," as they flew straight into the moonlight. Merry Christmas.